back for the penultimate stream of Ghost Trick. We just are about to. Well, Lynn has escaped the submarine with the help of. Well, it could only be either Detective Jowd or Sissel. Personally, I kind of super hope that it is Sissel, because if I know how Shu Takumi deals with bad guys, I feel like now is the time that Sissel gets to explain himself, and the fact that his plan has fallen to bits is like, it gives us the pretense to actually talk to him, and I actually kind of really hope that that's what it is. But let's see what Shu Takumi has in mind for us. So let's continue. Chapter 17, 5:10 AM. The appended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found in the darkness, and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? What's going on? Okay, this is the room. Eee! It is Sissel. I love this. I think this is fantastic. Wow. That is one way to do it. Shu Takumi, you have not failed to amaze. That is fantastic. Respect. Respect, Shu Takumi. That's some good stuff right there. I see you managed to survive, Detective. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along. Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. Yeah, but change of plans. I kind of want revenge on the evil dude who just, like, completely ruined my day. Ellipsis. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Oh, so... Wait, okay, let me think. Is this the protagonist now, or is this Sissel's soul? Sissel, look at you, what happened? Oh yeah, it's because I've abandoned the idea that I am Sissel. I've abandoned that as the protagonist. I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You know, maybe I should give it a mysterious one. I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are. That's right. I came all this way tonight, trying to chase down my lost memory. Quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon. Who you are, and who I am, too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind, a memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. So I predicted what this chapter was, alright? I damn well did that. They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. Its engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had a deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temsic fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah, that meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. Starting with French. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? Do you mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the Justice Minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know. They had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsic. Isn't that your objective as well? Oh. Yeah, sure. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and the Junkyard Super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And, as it turns out, I was as well. I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temsic fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. Then. You, detective. What about the guy in the park? I know he's like a dumb side character, but he knew just as much as anyone else. In fact, he knew more because he was like always going on about it. Me? Okay. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers. What's that? My throat is not happy. Like possessing and manipulating objects. And in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently, there are individual differences in the powers we get. And it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do. Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Things like rats. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. So, okay. Yes. He died to it. The dog died on top of the rock of the gods, the meteorite, and I, the cat, died next to Sissel's body, which contained a meteorite fragment. That's what does it. Dying while being exposed to the radiation. On that day 10 years ago, A fragment of that meteorite had pierced my heart, and I died. So of course, I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute! Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Aren't the Temsic remnants still there in that park, at the bottom of the crater? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation, too. I think it's fair for me to give the protagonist my voice. Another effect is the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of the meteorite. One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? Maybe for him, he replayed his moment of death over and over and over and over again, and that's why he got so, like, bent up on revenge. This is all so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. What? My body's vital functions stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed, not really alive, and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day, my hair hasn't grown an inch. To think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut the guy's body with a scalpel. So I guess, as soon as an incision was made, his body would just be regenerated. Wow. If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay, but I was just a little kid playing in the park. Ellipsis. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you'd become a detective, looking into Jowl's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. Yeah, Chapter 10 is going to be going back to erase his death. That's it. I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. Yeah. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. So of course you didn't recognize me. He's got like super range. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Yeah, and that's why he leant there, because he lost control of his body. Boom, my theory has been completely relieved. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off, and the first shot missed the mark. The The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway. Then he went and possessed the lamp, because he realised that I was there. So how did I die? Where's the cat? Oh. Oh. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that. But then something went wrong. Why didn't you meet up with them? Oh, it's because of Cabanella's memeing it up and like going and figuring out that the doctor was fake. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha, the inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back, no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsic meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Temsic sooner or later. That's it. And that's pretty much the whole story. What's this little timer on his face supposed to be? Because usually Shu Takumi likes to make it, like, relevant. When he does, like, a cobbled character. Cobbled together. The only thing left to do now is wait for the water pressure to crush this submarine. No! There are no cores that link from here to the water's surface. I have an idea! We hook up to the phone line and... There are no communication cables down this deep. They're meant for this submarine. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. There is. We go 4 minutes before your death. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling, cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine, sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. Lynn? Camilla? Is it true? We're stuck here. What? Oh, If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. He should be. This was the room that he escaped in. Right? Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Sissel? Sissel is the name of the cat. Why the fuck did the evil guy say, oh, I deal with Sissel? Like, we found our name out by that, right? What is it, Sissel? Something I don't understand. Why would they go all the way, go through all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsic fragment and escape, if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off to the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. Because I don't care about anything. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Well, yes, we do. Dun, 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 dun. This will tell us where Detective Jowd is. The present from the Inspector in White. That's right. Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? Yeah. Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there?
We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers, right, Miss Lynn?
Right, and wait a minute. Oh, what about a torpedo? A torpedo? Oh, I'm not Sissel anymore. A torpedo. In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like Detective Jowd is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Don't tell me I get to control Sissel. Actual Sissel. Real Sissel. I'd better not open this. That water would come gushing in, I bet.
It's such a peaceful mood at the moment. No need to throw cold water onto it.
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to call it peaceful. Maybe I should carry on giving protagonist Sissel voice. Nah. I think this is more thematic.
Okay, what do I do now?
We go find the command room that was launched somewhere into the sea.
What? How? Just to let you know, I don't like water very much.
According to Lynn, the key to our plan is a torpedo, kind of a missile.
Missile? You almost have a missile right. You have a missile right here.
I don't think she's talking about that kind of missile. Now then, where did we see this another torpedo? In the torpedo room. Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably feeding him grapes while he lies in bed.
Oh, it sounds very heavenly.
I've been thinking about this for a while now. But don't you think this country's use of technology is just a little off? There's the guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, it looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. I like that Sissel is now... He's not a good guy. But, like... He's here, you know? I can't possess him. Why can't I just be him, dude? He's too cool for school. Talk to Camilla.
So, my dad isn't here on the submarine?
Don't worry, we're gonna go get him right now.
Okay. I hope I didn't hurt Lynn's feelings when I said about my dad saving us if he were hurt. Oh, don't worry about that. Comments like that just roll right off Miss Lynn's back. She really is thick-skinned.
Ouch.
I'm gonna start being tougher too. I want to make my dad proud of me. Miss Camilla.
I'm sure your dad is very proud of you, Camilla. Okay, I have no choice. Can't do anything with the arm. I mean, I can press this again. Or, like, go over here. Right? So his shell is definitely there in the command room, right? Just without the fragment? It's there, yeah. But I don't know about calling it a shell. Detective Jowd's watch will tell us exactly where it is. Right, he said it was a radio receiver, didn't he? There might still be another torpedo on this submarine. If we use it, we can get to Detective Jowd. That's a brilliant plan, Detective. Oh, that's a brilliant plan, Detective. You think so? What are you gonna do? Ride on top of the torpedo? Of course not! You guys are gonna go! Darn. Kinda wanted to see that. Did you want to see me drown? Shell is definitely... Wait, I thought that this was what we were going to have to do. Talk to Lynn. Okay, talk to Camilla. And I've talked to Doggo. You only have one choice. Oh, I can go up. Oh, wow. Wow, dude. Wow, dude. Phone line to the engine room isn't working right now. All that water probably damaged the line. I guess I don't need to go back there anyway. The torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow up Detective Child. Something like that. We'll climb to the top of the torpedo room, too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. Hey look, it's the spirit from the logo. Wait, how did these guys even get here? It looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be one more left. I guess this is the first thing we have to do. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck. How did we get here? I used the phone, sure, but like... How did we get here? That just... Okay. I cannot see this as anything other than a plot hole. It didn't show at all how Lynn and Camilla got here. But whatever. Maybe I'm just retarded. I just can't just follow a most basic story. What will happen to those 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What? This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength, missile? Me? Of course I will. Count on it. Okay. How's it going there? I'm just calculating the command room's coordinates now. I have to put in a slight offset though. Don't want it to blow up. I'm sure Detective Jowd would appreciate that. Well, leave this to me. Good luck with loading the missile. Okay, thanks. Can't reach her. What I can do is become Doggo. Do exactly that.
Please help my dad, Sissy. I'll be okay here. I'm not scared.
Leave it to me, Camilla. We'll be back with your father to save you. I promise.
Wait a minute, Shishel.
What is it?
What you just said. I wanted to say that. Thank you, Missile. We can do it. I know we can.
So there's 2 things we can do. We can either dial, go back to top officer's private cabin, Real Sissel's just like gone. Dude, Real Sissel, get your shit together, man, and help us, dude. Your powers are fucking OP. Why are you just like, come on? If you don't help us, we'll just leave you here. It's up to you, man. Phone line to the engine room isn't working right now. What does that even do? Need to talk to him again? What I can do is swap these. I don't know, man. Oh, I'm even more stupid than I thought I was. I have no idea what the purpose of being the dog is here. What the hell can he even do? It doesn't do anything worthwhile. What happened to you? I mean, I can't do anything, dude. Oh, I can lower the level. Oh my god. So bad. Switch won't budge. Maybe it's broken? I don't think the entire device is broken, though. Probably worked fine.